Arrington. Here. Mr. Sims.
Present.
Mrs. Nail.
Here.
Okay, so we have 4 members here.
Yes.
Can I start with a motion to dispense with the reading and approve the minutes from our previous meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, motion from Nelms, second from Sims. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, that passes 4-0. All right, old business none, new business 240522, request to consider annexation into the city of Homewood for 1237 Millbrook Circle, Vaughn, Birchfield, Melody Soldiers. And you signed in?
Did you sign in?
Great.
Same special issue meeting?
No, this is planning and development. But,
Just drop it down. I'll just go down.
Did you hear?
There you go.
They've
I'll fix
stolen
it up.
the real estate garage. I usually know where everything is.
yeah. Oh,
What's the address?
1237 Millbrook Circle.
I have no idea.
Thank you.
What's in the next town? It's in Forest Brook Estates. So it must be.
Yeah, you may talk.
Yes,
Okay,
please, yeah.
so this is off of Berry Road. It drops down under the interstate. Forest Brook Circle is the community. It's
Yeah.
surrounded by Homewood.
Right.
Every house around it's Homewood.
Yeah.
But this was a part of, if you'll look at this back part of this here, that to the concrete flume is actually owned by the state. Okay, so what I own is this part here up to the cul-de-sac. Okay, and what I'm wanting to do is build a house in here and have the driveway just come in and do a circle. So it's surrounded by Homewood. It's in Homewood jurisdiction for fire and police, I believe. So it wouldn't need to go in the paper and all that kind of stuff.
Well, we don't have a police jurisdiction, but we're surrounded by, but we were making sure, I think we made sure it's not within a police jurisdiction of any other.
Of Birmingham, right.
Right.
That's
We
what-
don't have a police jurisdiction because
Okay.
we're landlocked with everybody else.
Got you. But anyway, so that's what we're looking at. And as a former Eagle Scout, I won't hold it.
I know. I'm so sorry.
He and Dr. Jones looked at each other and they're
I
like,
love the Eagle Scouts.
You're not a former
Just
Eagle Scout.
The
You're
quality of some of the projects.
Just messing. But yeah, it's about a quarter of an acre, and we've already looked at the setbacks and everything, and it should be able to.
What's the frontage on the circle?
The frontage?
Yeah, because it's kind of, well,
Yeah,
it's not even pie shaped because it kind of juts out to the right there.
that's not the best one.
I guess, yeah. So just to understand the diagram a little bit better. So the lot is this whole
Yes.
here.
Here, it is. Okay, this is better. So here's Millbrook Circle, okay, and it's just it's a dead end.
Right.
Okay, this is the frontage.
Can y'all show that? Can you show that to Brian and get Brian to put it up on
It's the
the?
same as what this
Okay,
is.
Brian, can you
I'm
pull
just
that up
wondering what I just want to make sure,
Like show everybody.
like you said, because I know there's a width that it has to be in order to do the U-shaped drive that you're describing.
Well, and maybe we don't do a U-shape. I mean, you go down, just come in and
Either
go down
side.
around. Yeah, so it's not. What did you?
They can always be.
I got it.
You got it?
He's gonna bring that up.
If we did confirm, that would do it in there. Okay. But Hannah gave you that?
And is that street view picture the adjacent
Oh, I
house,
see. Oh, yeah.
basically? Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So everything surrounding that is Homewood.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, every house on Millbrook Circle is Homewood, and that ties into Forest Brook Circle, which is all Homewood also.
This has just been an undeveloped
You already did
lot.
garbage pickup and
Exactly.
stuff there?
Okay.
Where's
Okay.
It says Millbrook off, what'd you say, Forest Road?
Forest Brook.
Yeah,
Forest
they
Brook.
have to do garbage if every house is in Millwood.
I live in Forest.
Yeah, you lived in Forest Brook, so.
Where are you coming?
This is Millbrook
It's a-
Circle.
it's-
Millbrook Circle,
undeveloped lot.
it's the dead end, undeveloped lot at the end of the cul-de-sac.
When you come off of Ferry.
Up on Belmont up there?
No, that's not that.
Right off Ferry and that very first right turn, correct?
Yeah, if you go under the interstate.
Oh, you talking about the old, up off Shadesmont Roads to the left? If you go in and hang the first right.
Before. You gotta turn before that, coming off Berry, that very first right.
Behind those houses.
Like the first right turn before you get to those houses.
He runs the garbage in the parking room.
Well, if all the houses around it are Homewood, they have to do garbage.
Oh, he didn't know what it was, so I was just telling him.
Just make sure he knows.
It's,
It's the very first right turn.
They always
Yeah.
ask him, about garbage.
If you come down under 65,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
do
right.
you take the first right?
Yeah.
you take the
Yes.
right on Forestbrook Circle.
Yes.
Yes.
And then
And
you
then
go on around.
It's right before you get
And
to
you
the
take the
home,
first right
Wildwood
into the
Preserve.
cul-de-sac.
If you keep going
Oh,
straight,
yeah.
it's
Shades
the-
Mont's to the, if you
Yeah.
turn off on Forestbrook Circle.
Shades Mont's on the
Mont's
left.
to the left.
First
Yes.
left.
It's
Yeah.
first
Right.
left, that's
Gotcha.
what you have,
Yeah.
you said no.
Yeah,
So you're going all the way around to the
just
back.
going around
But you
before
hang
you
a
get
right
to
on
the
that
preserve.
short
On
little
that
dead
little short
end.
circle
Yeah.
down there, I know what you're talking about now.
You
Yeah,
all
we
pick
already
up
know.
there? Y'all are pick up there?
It's funny, when they listed it for sale a couple years ago, they said Homewood Schools. Well,
Oh.
Obviously, it's not
Yeah, it's
yet,
not.
but.
No, it's not.
They were
Got 'em. We hope.
they were manifesting.
Yeah.
Manifest destiny.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, the motion is to send out without recommendation. for
Yeah,
the
that's
public
right.
hearing.
We don't have a public hearing.
Which will be 90 days. They'll have to also
Set the public hearing.
hearing.
No, we don't have to have a public hearing for this one because
You don't.
it's not halfway in the jurisdiction of Birmingham. That's only if you're halfway in a jurisdiction of some annexations y'all just vote to approve.
Oh, okay.
But like Happy Lane was halfway through an annexation, halfway to Birmingham police jurisdiction. That's what I'm saying, we don't have a police
So this
jurisdiction.
doesn't even require a public hearing.
No.
I got you, okay.
Yeah.
Public hearing required.
Are there any further questions?
No, ma'am.
You can
Okay.
have one, but you don't have
Is there a
to.
motion?
So moved.
Okay, move to approve
for the
Counselor
request
Nelms.
for Consideration of annexation of
I'm just curious, are you gonna let them?
1237 Woodbrook
We
Circle.
have plans, I can show you the house plans that we're not gonna do anything right now.
Sure,
And the
okay.
reason being is the cost of,
Yeah.
Construction.
yeah,
It's
construction's
expensive
crazy.
right now.
But we've already had the plans drawn up and everything.
Okay.
That will
But you-
fit the lot.
Made a motion.
Yes, yes.
Second it? Okay, second from Counselor Wolverton. Okay.
Did Ms. Nelms, will you?
Yeah, Counselor
Yeah.
Nelms, yeah. Mhm. All those in favor?
I have a question.
Oh,
before we
go ahead,
Sorry.
Counselor
What will this be zoned when if it's annexed?
Oh.
Assume it'll be
MPD, right?
whatever the rest of the neighborhood is. And if
It'll be-
it's
You have
either,
to zone
So that does have a public hearing, then we have to have a public hearing.
Yeah, that's true.
it. Unless you wanna, now you can annex it in based on a particular zoning law.
because what
MPD.
is it
In the
resolution over there?
Or is it an
Or-
ordinance?
It's
Yeah,
MPD.
that's MPD.
Yeah.
It's an ordinance.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
Zoning,
So-
annexation is not, it's an ordinance also.
Yeah.
Right, we do not have to set a public hearing to set the zoning for MPD.
Well, no, that's not the question.
No.
The answer was, you don't have to have a public hearing for zoning. If you wanna rezone it, you gotta have a public hearing.
But they're not he's
They're
not
not
asking to
rezoning.
No,
rezone.
that's your
Initial
rezone.
zone.
for
It's just
MPD.
residential. and that's
Right.
It's already in.
So it's
Yeah.
MPD, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, okay.
It's not
Okay.
NPD in Homewood because it's not in Homewood.
Right.
It's zoned.
Yeah, that's right.
so we
would
would have
need
to
to-
set the zoning by the ordinance when we annex it.
That's right.
Well,
So we
yes.
don't have to have a public hearing
If
to
you're
set
gonna
it.
rezone it to a particular zone.
No.
No, we're not rezoning it. We're just making it a zone when it comes in,
Okay.
right?
So the answer is,
Yes.
originally, if it's an annexation ordinance, for this particular one, you don't have to have a public hearing.
And y'all just say
If you
to set
rezone
it
it, you have
As
to have a
it
public
be.
hearing.
But we can classify the zoning as we
through the
annex it.
ordinance, yes.
No.
So
unless
we
you
do
have
need a public hearing. We do need a
Yeah.
public hearing. For,
Yeah, we
to
do
actually
need a
give it a
public
zoning.
hearing.
Yeah, if you want to designate
Okay,
a zoning.
okay.
Correct.
See,
Consent.
rezoning starts at the planning commission.
But so if they annex it in, does it come in unzoned or does it come in next?
Comes in zoned as it is in the county, and then you can change that.
So the county has it, I guess, residential, or we don't
I
know?
don't have any idea.
Okay, so it comes into the zoning that the county has it in.
Well, we need to know what that is.
Yeah, we do.
You know
Need
what
that
that
information.
is?
Can we look up?
To my understanding, it's residential.
What? We
But
have to know
the
that.
county has a completely
Different.
different zoning ordinance,
Yeah.
so like, they may have it as like R
R5 or
one
something,
or
yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
R5,
Exactly.
and it's not gonna translate to
If he's
R
not-
or
doesn't have
whatever.
current plans to start construction in 30 days.
It didn't.
Rezone it as after you bring it in, as we see fit, because we can initiate the zoning.
Yeah, and like I said, there's 50 houses around it. You're
Yeah,
only
I
gonna do it
understand,
single
I understand.
family.
But we just need to
Yeah.
make sure we've
I'm-
done
So
our
if it's
I's,
annexed,
cross our T's.
then you're saying nothing's gonna, like, if it's annexed, he's not gonna still be able to develop under the county zoning or anything like that, because then it's gonna be
That's
annexed.
correct.
And to actually do work, he's gonna have to come
You
ask.
gotta meet ours, the zoning of what's there.
No, 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 what I said is,
Okay.
in this case, it makes no difference about the zoning if he's not gonna try to build anything current. You can annex it in when you see fit next week, hypothetically, and then you can send it to the planning commission for them to recommend the zoning change.
It will need to be at some point though to develop it.
Yes.
And he has to, he owns it.
No, the city can initiate zoning now.
Okay.
So you're saying
We
you can
don't have
annex
it.
it in, you can send it to the planning commission to ask it to be annexed, but actually done with the things around it.
Yeah, why not just do it now and be done?
So
Just
what is
annex it in, and then you can address the
that's,
zoning.
that's my,
at that time.
what, the
Yes.
motion tonight is to approve the
To
To
annexation?
approve the annexation, which you've already
Okay,
done.
Then
okay,
after that, you can
Okay.
take up,
Okay.
they can't build it until you approve it.
okay. So I have a motion from Councilor Nellens and a second from Councilor Wolverton.
Yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passes 4-0, and that'll go to council Monday night.
Yeah, so, you might wanna come, I don't know, you want him to come? Just in case have any questions,
I
or-
don't think you, I mean, unless you might have any information about the residential, about what the zoning is in the county, maybe you could let us know. I think that'd be
Or
helpful.
if you just wanna, if you wanna just call me, let me know.
Well, let me ask this. I mean, even if you don't plan on doing anything right now
Right.
to build on it, I would think it would be prudent for you to have it zoned so that somebody, whether it's you or somebody else down the road, could build on it without having to go through the 8-week process to get it zoned that way. So would your preference be for us to go ahead and have it start moving that direction too, in addition to the annexation?
Well, we don't know that the county zoning might be already continuous with what the other zoning
Yeah,
is.
we
Yeah,
probably,
we-
we
That's what
probably
we're
need to
saying.
find
We know
out.
You
that
can bring
it's
that
not.
information Monday night. We need that.
I'm a pharmacist, I actually can work next Monday night.
Okay, well, if you could send,
If you could send it to me,
I'll try.
yeah, send it to me, or, yeah, you can let us know before Monday night.
We know that the zoning doesn't match what our zoning is.
Right.
So it would have to be rezoned.
Well, we don't-
We need to know that information.
Yeah.
and it may cause some people not to have heartburn about making sure it wasn't like done commercial or something.
Right.
I can't imagine it is, that would be.
If you just get that, you have my card, still my email, and you can just email me, and then, I'll touch base with you Tuesday after the council, because once, if they vote on and approve it, I'll have to take it down to the judge of probate to have it put in, okay, for the annexation. That'll be the next step.
Ordinance
For us to
that
take
you
it down to the judge of
recommend
probate.
the commission rezone it.
Yeah, that sounds
If
great.
you'd actually get the annex in, we have to take it to file that they approved your annexation request.
Great.
So
Okay.
if you'll just send that to me.
Thank you. All right, with that, we're adjourned.